What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video brought to you by the legends at Sparesbox. Today we are getting the S15 ready for a brand new event that we haven't done before. This car is going to be going to Western Sydney Dragway tomorrow night with myself, and we're going to be doing the Whiteline Tarmac Rally for the very first time. There's heaps to do on the car. The car got a big beating at Halfway Hangs 2 weeks ago at Rayleigh. I've got broken body kit panels. I've got side skirts that are damaged. Not that we're going to be fixing any of this stuff today, but the car isn't looking its best. There's damage here from hitting people a couple of times. That's been too low to the ground, so that's all broken. But for now, look, we're going to focus on getting the car ready. We've got a number of things that we have to do. I've got to service it. I've got to put some door hinges on there so I can open up the doors properly. I've got to change some harnesses. There's a few things we have to do to this car, especially also tires and wheels. We're not running the big boy wheels, unfortunately. We're going to have to get rid of them. So these are coming off, and the rears are going to come off as well. And we're going to put some Enki RPF ones on the car, which are much lighter in weight and will be a lot better to obviously rally with. Or tarmac rally with. We're going to raise the car up a slight amount because this car is just sitting a little bit too low. Every time we go off a little bit, we do damage underneath the diff here, and I definitely need to put a skid plate on that, which I still am yet to do, but the car is sitting a bit too low. So there's enough rambling on. We've got heaps to do to the car. I'm pumped. Let's get this thing ready. Going up the hill at Rayleigh and entering on full lock, these just kept spinning around, and that kept overextending when this bottomed out here. So obviously, if that's bottomed out here, it's got nowhere to give here, and eventually that just bends.
Break it down, take a walk, have a drink, take your coffee, out the day, take your time, never go to work.
Hey guys, so we made it to the Whiteline Tarmac Rally. We're here. We've had to do heaps to the car to get it ready. More than I anticipated, actually. We've changed the tires, wheels, done a few things under the bonnet, a few things in the car and the back of the car as well. We've done one run so far, and it was really, really good. We had the car gripped up. Now we're going out for a second run shortly. We're going to turn the pressures up, put the dampers up, and have a bit more fun out there and slide around where we're allowed to. All right, guys, we are back here at the workshop, and I have to say the Tarmac Rally was a ton of fun. Unfortunately, I couldn't film the video after my last run there because of two things. One, the air filter fell off, so I've lost that. And two, it got too dark, so the clarity of the video just wouldn't have been there. So I decided, hey, let's finish it off here. Look, the car went really well, had no major mechanical problems. There are a few things that I would change again on the setup and the functionality of the car. First thing I'd probably change would be the front alignment. I had too much camber in the front, so it was understeering around corners. Another thing is the airflow going into my radiator, I have realized isn't probably efficient enough, and it's actually still overheating. So there isn't a lot of room in the boot. So I'm going to have to probably revise the setup of that, move my tank in here and allow more surface area or more volume of air to pass into the radiator. Another thing was the car was still a little bit too low and it was hitting the underbody of the car, so I'm gonna have to chop that out and raise that up. I did build the car around 8 years ago. This chassis is one of my first chassis that I've had, so I didn't really build it to sit this low, and I'm probably not gonna raise the car. It's gonna have to sit lower, so I need to fix that. Another thing is as well, I changed the diff ratio to a 4.3 before I went out there. It probably would have better suited a 4.6 because when I was downshifting in between some of the barricades in the back section of the track, you're going quite slow. So I had to shift down to first a couple of times and it probably would have been better stuck in second gear. So maybe a 4.6 ratio probably would have done better. That's one thing that I would change for the next Tarmac Rally. I did only run the car on 18 pounds, so it's tuned to 27. So we're probably only sitting on around 500 kilowatt, maybe 550 kilowatt, whereas the car is usually on 650 kilowatt or just under 650 kilowatt. So I could notice a power difference, but it was more than enough to drive around the Tarmac Rally and have a lot of fun. From now, look, we're just gonna do some repairs. We've got a really cool event coming up next week, which we're prepping the car for. Need to keep it under wraps at the moment, but I will share that with you guys really, really soon when we're allowed to do so. And shortly after that, we're actually gonna go drive-by-wire as well, which I've only been talking about for about 6 months now. Just haven't had the time to get it done. So we're going to be doing that very soon. We've got Gourmet Bodyworks fixing the body kit. We didn't have any damage or any problems from that weekend, but Ray Lee, halfway hangs at Ray Lee did cause some issues. So we've got some damage here that we will need to fix. So we are going to wrap the car very soon as well. Apart from that, guys, super happy with how the car performed. Didn't break anything. Everything went really, really well. Have to get a new air filter. A huge shout out to North Shore Sporting Car Club for having us at the event, as well as Spares Box. I've now got to get this car ready for a very, very cool event that we are doing next week. We'll have it on social media very soon, and I will be taking a video of the whole event as well. So I will see you guys very soon back on the channel. Yoo!